You have to follow up Lebanon, Nigeria, Mexico, USA, Indonesia wish to participate in supporting the resolution,
and Norway.
as well as Norway.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President.
شكرا. والآن
Thank you.
تذهب
And
إلى
now
القرار
we'll
رقم
move
7.
on
تفضل الأمينة بإعلان
to
مخطوط
resolution
القرار.
number 7,
Thank you, Mr.
the
President.
articulation of the report. Thank you, Mr. President. The, the report included in document CC on L1 or L9 under the title of enforcing the optimized information to regain the crime abuse and
هل هناك
its
أي
use.
تعليقات على مشروع
Is there
القرار؟
any comment on the draft resolution?
هل أعتبر أن
Shall I consider that the conference wishes to adopt this articulated resolution?
لا أرى أي اعتراض
I
وقد
cannot
تقرر
see any objection, and it's been adopted.
هل يرغب أي
Is there
وفد
any delegate or member state wish to comment on the articulated resolution?
أعطي الكلمة
Now I'll give the floor to Nigeria.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President.
On behalf of my
On behalf of my delegation, I wish to express our deep appreciation on adopting such a very important adoption on document 9.
furthermore, I recall that when I asked President
Anonymously, I would like to recall the unofficial delegation in Vienna on the 9th of November as highlighted that the dire need of our countries to enforce transparency on the background of a very troubling concern being published on the investigative CIC. The paper says disclosed that $6 billion being lost for an investment corporation by using fake entities. And now this resolution reflected our commitment of the political declaration of the ad hoc session on CAS with respect to the transparency related the property, interest property, and with respect to regaining the revenue of the according to the recommendation of the high level of the financial accountability and transparency. We see the resolution will enforce the international cooperation in providing the effective execution of important and accurate and efficient information relatively that enable the regaining the revenue of crime. We look forward to execute the recommendation, including the good practices and enforcing the transparent information of the interest, the property or ownership.
The member state will
إن الدول الأعضاء في
The member state wish to implement
سيد الرئيس
information system
فريق العامل
that is effective
حول الأصول الموجات طلب منه أن يشمل في خطة عمله في الفترة
to include in its practical plan the issue of practicing the crime, its challenges related to the transparency of interest, property that enable of effectively to gain the revenue of crime with other relevant mechanisms. In conclusion, I would like to express our deep appreciation of the member states adopting the resolution. We grateful of the delegates that included on the list of such a very important resolution,
على نقاش مشاركة بشكل فعال وبناء في
as well as their constructive participation and consultation. Now we'll give the floor to the State of Palestine. Thank you, Mr. President. We wish to thank our partners and all member states that supported the resolution. The State of Palestine, through providing the resolution along with the friends, seek to participate internationally with other member states according to the relevant articles and its commitment announced in the political declaration of the General Assembly, United Nations, and other relevant resolutions that indicated to enforce the transparency with regard to use the information of the interest property in order to gain the revenues of the crime. Such resolution will encourage to exchange best practices in the field of legislative systems regarding the who made such crimes. Palestine, in the State of Palestine indicates to the recommendations of this group and its exerted effort to enhance the efforts of the interested property. In conclusion, we consider combating corruption is a main pillar of the luxury and prosperity of the societies, and we wish to take effective measurement in order to assist their beneficiary and enforce the international cooperation. To conclude, I wish to thank Egypt, its leader, and the people of Egypt of the good reception, and I thank you, Mr. President, for management and presiding the conference. And thank you. Thanks to the State of Palestine, and now I'll give the floor to the State of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President.
شكرا سيد الرئيس وود وفد تقديم الشكر
I wish to extend the thanks to all member states for their participation in adopting such a very important resolution, and I think that it will be very fruitful to enforce the use of the information of the interest property and to facilitate, determine, and regaining the taken property, and I thank the Arab Republic of Egypt for their hospitality and hosting this conference. Thank you. Now, to following resolution number 8, I'll give the floor to generals. General to articulate the title of the resolution.
President,
Thank you,
جزيلا.
Mr. President. The last resolution to the conference will adopt included in COSC on 2021 L9 Rev 1 under the title
مشاريع
The Provision
sponsored by Indonesia,
تعزيز
or
التعاون
enforcing the
مع استخدام
cooperation
Saudi Arabia, the state of Palestine, Thailand, and Venezuela, and Paraguay.
دول الراعية أنغولا، إندونيسيا،
the
إيران،
supported countries Angola, Iran, Russia,
فلسطين، تايلاند.
Palestine, Thailand, and now we'll give the floor to.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We'd like to have
شكرا سيد الرئيس.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to seize this opportunity to support the resolution related to interest property. Thank you, Mr. President.
هل هناك أي
Is there any intervention on the said resolution?
معلش هنرجع تاني للقرار السابق
We'll
لأن في
get
دول
back
رغبت في
to
رعاية
the
القرار
previous
اللي هو القرار رقم 7 اللي هو
resolution
نيجيريا.
number 7,
فأنا
presented by the state of Nigeria,
هل من دول
L9. Is
ترغب
there
في
any
المشاركة في رعاية القرار؟
member state wish to
السابع.
support the draft resolution number 7?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll give the floor to the Arab Republic of Egypt. Thank you, Mr. President, and I thank you to include the name of Egypt to support the resolution. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
أعطي الكلمة الآن للأمانة
Now to
لإحصاء جميع الدول الراعية
Sec
للقرار
General to
رقم 7 فلتتفضل.
recognize the supported member state of
Thank you very
the
much.
said resolution. Thank you,
جزيلا
Mr.
للرئيس.
President.
البرازيل، الولايات
Brasilia, United
هندوراس،
States of America,
مصر،
Honduras, Egypt,
أنغولا.
Angola,
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
شكرا. والآن ننتقل إلى
Thank
القرار
you. We'll move
الثامن.
on to the eighth resolution.
إعلان القرار.
Ms. Sec General will
Thank you, Mr. President.
articulate the resolution. Thank you, Mr. President.
كنت مفرطة في حماسي وقدمت
I was very
له
enthusiastic
كتاب
as I
موجود في
introduced
شرق
previously,
سي
included the
شرق
previous
العشرة،
document,
شرق ريف 1
RIF 1,
وعنوان تعزيز
under the
التعليم،
title of
التثقيف لمكافحة
the
الفساد
enforcement,
ونشر
the
الوعي
education
والتدريب،
in
وهو
the
برعاية
corruption and
كوريا،
spreading
رعاية
education,
إندونيسيا،
followed,
إيران،
supported by
لبنان،
Korea,
روسيا،
Indonesia,
السعودية،
Lebanon,
فلسطين، تايلاند،
Palestine,
فنزويلا
Venezuela, Thailand,
وفنزويلا.
and Venezuela. Is there any comment on the draft resolution?
شكرا للرئيس.
Thank you, Mr. President.
نود غانا تود أن
Ghana
تشارك
wish
في رعاية
to
هذا المقرر،
participate to support the said resolution,
أن
as well as the identification,
أود أن نعبر عن
and we wish to express, to join, to support the previous resolution to enforce the information related to the property crime.
هل هناك أي
Is there
تعليقات على مشروع
any
القرار؟
comments on the draft resolution? Shall I consider the conference we should adopt the third resolution? Cannot see any objection to the resolution as adopted. Are there any delegations who wish to participate or support the resolution?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr.
President.
Recognize Ghana, Yemen, Burkina Faso, Morocco, Bolivia, China, Pakistan, Oman, Austria, Finland, Kuwait, Madagascar, Qatar, Mali, Portugal,
البرتغال
Honduras, Pakistan,
It wasn't Pakistan. Apologies. The flag in front of Pakistan.
العلم أمام باكستان لم
It wasn't Pakistan, I apologize. I think it's Morocco. Thank you, Mr. President. Thanks, everybody. Excuse us now. We'll adopt the resolution. The resolution stipulated before we adopted the resolution. We'll give the floor now to the State of Morocco.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. President.
That when I raised the plate, it was
Just, I would like to express our wish to support the resolution to number 9 provided by Nigeria. I had to request the word once again, not to support the following resolution, but just to I requested the statement and followed the required measurement as documented and stipulated in document number L9. It's been reported. I just need someone in the hall to recognize any raised flag to inform us about it. So we wish that someone to inform us about the raising flag. Any other country? Any other countries wish to sponsor any resolution that we weren't able to see their flags? Algeria.
لأي قرار. شكرا سيد الرئيس. الجزائر تود
Thank you,
أيضا
Mr.
دعم
President.
القرار
Algeria
المطلق من
wishes
طرف
to be
نيجيريا
a sponsor for
المالكين
supporting
المنتفعين. شكرا.
the resolution
حضرتك
set by
رفعت
Nigeria.
الفلاج ساعة ما كنا في نيجيريا واحنا ما شفناش الفلاج.
You did not raise...
لا 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 ما رفعتش.
No, I did not actually raise our flag. Thank you.
في حد آخر في
Is
دولة
there
أخرى
any other country
عايزة
wish
تكون
to be a
سبونسر لأي قرار
sponsor
من الثمانية اللي
for
احنا
any
قبل بس ما أقفل الموضوع ده.
resolutions
لأي قرار من
being
الثمانية.
said?
في حد فكر think it over وعايز إن هو يكون راعي
Any
لأي قرار من
wish
القرارات؟
to think over to be a sponsor of any of the said resolution?
دولة إيه يا فندم؟
What's your country?
دولة مدغشقر.
Madagascar.
لأي قرار دولة مدغشقر عايز ترعى أي قرار من الثمانية.
Has Madagascar wished to be a sponsor of any of the 8 resolutions being articulated? L9.
L9.
La résolution L9.
Okay.
Merci beaucoup.
شكرا. China.
感谢主席先生，为了便于秘书处正确的记录，
شكرا حضرة الرئيس.
Thank you, Mr. President.
كي تكون السجلات منضبطة كما ينبغي
In order to have the records
تكرر أنها تريد المشاركة
disciplined,
في تأييد
China
السبعة الثمانية
wish to
تريد أن تشارك في رعاية
participate in support or to be a sponsor of the previous resolution.
Any other?
Is there any other countries wish to express their sponsorship of any other resolution being articulated?
أعطي الكلمة
Give the
لدولة
floor
اليمن.
to the state of Yemen.
شكرا سيدي الرئيس.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
بداية باسم وفد بلادي
On behalf of our delegation, we wish to express our deep appreciation to Egypt, its leadership and its people of the successful hosting of the conference, as well as our thanks for the good hospitality. And we wish to thank all member states of the agreement of combating corruption for their efforts to have the sixth decision succeeded. I see this opportunity to congratulate you for your presidency of this session, and I affirm to include the name of Yemen